Hey everyone, it's Bradu. Let's play Shadowdark solo, all by myself, in the Ruins of Ardust. We are hopefully finishing up the Temple of the Weaver. We are in the bottom level, and just a few areas uncovered. We've just battled some Spider-Men, uh, and we are about to go through this door, which I have realized is unlocked. So, Carlsby's pretty badly wounded, but the last thing about last session is the spider goddess lady that we took care of, freed in a good sense. Told us it's not safe to rest here or do our drum circle here, even though it looks like it would be cool. So let's see. The east stone door is unlocked. I will listen in as I usually do, not really knowing what is next. So Carlsby will listen in. He probably hears something if there's anything to hear. East door is unlocked. Yep, that's where I actually thought it was locked until I read that first sentence. Okay, inside there is a stone bed, a wooden desk with wooden fragments scattered all over. Okay, let's go check out the desk carefully. Ooh, this is fun. A dried out ink pot and an ancient raven feathered quill sit atop the desk with a black folded map and a crumpled parchment. Okay, so I will have Fumble Fizz kind of do the deeds here. So Raven, I love that it's a raven feather because we have ravens in our group. Um, there's a black folded map, and when Fumble Fizz touches it, it feels cold. So I'm immediately gonna hold off for a second and try detect magic and see what happens. So Fumble Fizz will cast Detect Magic. 16. We're solid. Um, and a crumpled parchment. So let's see what, if anything, happens here. Okay, the Mac is black. Am I going to open it? I think so. Do I have a spell first? I probably should do any kind of spell. Mage armor. Let's do mage armor. Oh, and also let's light a torch. I'm going to start a new torch timer right now. Given that, where is it? Simdark. Here we go. Simdark.net. So we will start a timer for, let's go, I kind of usually do 20 to 40, right? That's a good number for a solo video play, and go. Okay, torch is lit by Fumble Fizz, I think. And is he gonna open? Oh, let's do mage armor. I said that right, and then I didn't do it because I started doing the timer. Okay, let's cast mage armor. 18. Great. We're great on mage armor too. So mage armor is up. Fumble Fizz. Here's my. I actually had this one. I didn't paint it myself. I showed someone the robe. I actually have this robe. I showed someone the robe. This is before I ever started painting minis. And said I wanted this character, Fumble Fizz, wearing my robe. And he did an awesome job painting it, I think. It looks just pretty much just like my robe. It's a little more of a greenish color than mine, which was blue, but still, it's awesome. Okay, anyway. If the black map is opened. Okay, but I did do detect magic, so if I feel like it's dangerous, I'm going to say I'm not going to open it, so we'll see. Oh. Weird. Okay, weird. Whoo, this is crazy. So, Fumble Fizz is going to. Oh, this is could be. This could be horrible. Fumble Fizz is going to open the map, and it says a sky map twists onto itself, pulling the viewer's mind into places beyond mortality. It's a sky map. On the one hand, is it magic? It would definitely show up magic, right? I guess given I got an ant. That's not good. I guess given that I did detect magic, I would definitely tread carefully here. Maybe what I'll do is give myself an advantage on this check. It says wisdom check. Oh no. The wisdom is 15 plus, but I've already got just a 3 for wisdom. Oh Lord. What is the outer dark? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give myself advantage on the check. So I'm going to do a wisdom check. You can't get any less wisdom, can he? Oh, horrible. Okay, so even with advantage, he failed the check miserably. Lose 1d4 wisdom permanently. Okay, I've only got 3 wisdom. 3 wisdom. 1. Okay, I lost a wisdom point. Somehow, Fumble Fizz is down to a 2 wisdom. I don't know what that would look like. I don't know what a 3 would look like, frankly. But he's now a 2. A blubbering idiot. But he gains an insane understanding of the outer dark. I don't know what the outer dark is. I'm assuming that is, in this sense, space. Which is interesting because Euryalus was an astronomer. So he might also take interest in the map. But I don't know that he... How am I going to say this? I don't know that he's going to fall into this same trap. I think it would be really shitty of me to succumb 2 of my characters to it. And I would say Euryalus already kind of knows. So now they're going to be kind of astronomy experts, I would say, maybe. If Euryalus were to look at it, at least he has a higher wisdom. And he's an astronomer. I should have had him look at it. That's what I should have done. I should have had him look at it. This is not good. Instead of Fumble Fizz. And then, totally raise up his astronomy. But what's done is done. Okay, there's also a crumpled parchment spattered with ink and dirt. Written in, wild, frantic common is the following. See handout 2. Where's the handout? Oh, handout, okay. I'm staring at the star... Oh, it shows. Okay, we can read it. Well, you can see it. I'm staring at the star map. For hours, it has given me visions. I have written pages, but cannot read my own words. Maybe that's a hint of going mad. Had I looked at that first... I did it in the order that it shows up on the thing, but had I looked at that first, I probably would have thought, let's not... Let's be very careful with this. So we have this sky map now, I guess. It doesn't say that it does anything in particular. It cost me a wisdom point, but I'd say it's maybe worth an XP because it's a super unique item. Okay, so now the other door is locked, and it said, what does it say? Dex 12 to pick lock, but I don't really have a lock picker. Can we... I think here's another thing. Can we do our drum circle here? I really need to do that drum circle. The room is relatively cleared. I don't have... I guess I could... let's try it. Let's try it. Let's go ahead and put the what am I trying to say here? Jam the things in, the spikes into the door to keep it locked on both sides, because the one door is locked anyway, even though we haven't checked it. Well, I'll say we know enough that it's locked, and we thought, oh good, let's just stay here and do our drum circle. Lock up the doors. I will do a random encounter check while we're drumming. It's only a 10-minute drum circle. No random encounter. So what is it, D6? I think it's D6 hit points for everybody. 3. Okay, better than nothing. So that's going to heal up Fumble Fizz. And Carlsby is at about half power. 7. He's got 6 hit points out of 13. Okay, so let's see if we can get through the other... Do I have a key? I have a key for something, but that's not what... Oh, that's for the main room. So let's go in the next room. Same shape. It's pretty much a square room. And let's try... I don't want to bash. Can I pick a lock? It says Dex 12, but I don't have a thief. So can I do a Dex 12? I guess a thief would get an advantage. So let's go ahead and try it with Carlsby. Fumble Fizz would not do it. Carlsby might have a chance. 14. Okay. So we pick the lock. That's fine. With a dagger or something. Or we can pick it with the key. Maybe the key works even though it works. It's a special key for room 38. Maybe it works here too. 31. Okay. Did we listen in? Let's listen in. Okay. If there's something to be heard, we might hear it. Both doors are locked this time. There's a stone bed, a stone lectern, wooden fragments scattered all over. The lectern has what remains of a raven feathered quill and a crumbling piece of parchment. Another handout. In untidy, loopy common, the crumbled note reads... Did we read the other? I don't think I showed them both. Let's read it this way. Malak brought down masons to complete it, but locked in the holy room for days. Enough rations to last. They have not left enough rations to last. Oh, that's kind of weird. Translating Opus's final scriptures. 10 million empty children compelled to finish. There are 80 nearly complete. I read that. Something's weird about that. Why did I do it that way? Malak brought down masons to complete it, but locked in the holy room for days, ... Enough rations to last, ... They have not left. Translating Opus's final scriptures. 10 million empty children compelled to finish. There are nearly 80 complete. That makes a lot more sense. The handout doesn't look great. Treasure. Ooh. Glinting in the rotten wood. Do I have to search for treasure? Glinting in the rotten wood. That doesn't sound like it's hard to find. 10 smooth teardrop-shaped malachite gems worth 10 gold pieces each. That's awesome, actually. Let's go down here. 1 XP. 10 times 10 gold piece gems. Malachite. Cool. Oh, that's great. Maybe I should have made a roll to do that. That's one of those like solo things where obviously if you're playing in a group, the way Shadowdark rules work, looking for treasure, you find treasure if you're looking in the right place. In the rotten wood. So where they mention rotten wooden fragments, as long as somebody says, I want to go check out the wooden fragments, they would find that. In solo, I sometimes would make a roll if it sounds like something is hidden. It's maybe hidden, glinting in the rotten wood, but I feel like that's pretty obvious that I would be searching everywhere. So no fighting or anything like that, so that's good. So somebody's going mad for sure, and that map also goes to that. One more door to open. Again, I think we'll try to pick it if we can. And again, it makes sense that we're able to pick the lock or maybe use the key. So last room of this area is going to be once living quarters, now abandoned. Stone bed covered in dirt, fragments of wood, dusty. Nothing of value here. Okay, so we have gone through a couple rooms. Let's do a random encounter check. Nope. And all that's left to do, I believe, is the main room, which is up here. So we'll go. So, like, now I think we've cleared everything, right? So we'll go here. We went through those three. Now we'll come back up here. We've already done everything else, I believe. So this could be some sort of big showdown. Because it was a locked door. We found the key. I remember, actually, I played this one smart. I checked the door and it says, like, it's locked. You could try to bash it or whatever. I was like, I don't think we want to do that because it would make too much noise. Let's hold off and see if we find a key. We found a key shortly after that. So, yeah, here we go. Do I have any way to heal? I really don't. Let's just go for it. I'm probably going to end up having to draw that map up, and that's okay. So let's go up there and have Carlsby listen in like he usually does. 15 is a good roll, so if there's something to hear, he will probably hear it. I do not know what's in here yet. Okay. The door is locked. Otto's key opens it. We got Otto. It is a large room with a 5-foot tall octagonal dais. Is that how you say that? Dais? Dais. I think it's dais. Octagonal. Okay. A marble statue depicting a beautiful woman with 8 arms is atop the dais. Webs stretch from her arms to the ceilings. The high priest, a spider thing, lurks in the room and drops down to attack intruders, screaming in righteous fury. Oh no. That's what I get for reading aloud. Okay, the high priest. A spider thing. So that is who has gone mad and who is writing those notes, right? So what's going to happen is we don't hear shit. We're coming in. We've got our torch. Drops down to attack. So what we're going to do is the type of thing that would happen here is, again, if you're playing with a group, if somebody says they look up, then they would have a chance to see it before it attacks, right? Since we're not doing that, I'm going to leave it all up to initiative. But what I am going to do is give the high priest advantage on initiative because he's hiding and planning a bomb attack. Okay, here we go. So advantage to the bad guys. Got black and red. We're blue as usual. Oh no. Really, oh no. We got a 5. He got way more. So it is on. Okay, so I'm using Dungeon Pizza for this. So we walk into the room. I actually think the ravens, I forgot about them, would spot this spider. But I still, even if I didn't do advantage, I still absolutely got surprised. So he drops from the ceiling. He's got a crazy warhammer and he hits Carlsby. He tries to hit Carlsby. So he's got advantage. This is not good. He's got advantage. Oh, a 5 and a 6 is a miss. Okay. He's got only 3 attacks. I'm only doing the first one at advantage because... Oh no. I'll have to deal with that in a second. Oh no. Oh, nat 1! So he misses so badly that his warhammer smashes into the ground as Carlsby dodges and rolls out of the way. I actually rolled him. Oops. Okay, so then he goes. So he loses his third attack, but then he has. This is not good. Once per day, summon 2d4. Oh, God. 7 giant spiders. Just all of a sudden. Actually, you know what makes sense? So our ravens are out here somewhere, right? We're in here. He drops down. This is an octagon. We are just completely surrounded. Giant spiders. One on every side of the octagon. Holy. Okay, so we definitely have no way to win this fight. I was hoping it was 1 or 2. It clearly is not. 7 makes perfect sense with him right there. Here's what's going to happen. Euryalus steps forward. He's got the Spear of Zatax. He holds it up. Carlsby steps aside. Euryalus is going to protect his friends. He's basically saying, stay behind me, but they can't all stay behind him, right? He's going to try to charm the boss man. I don't remember what I said my rule was going to be. I think I said I was going to do... Oh, I do remember now. Because I was going to give him... It's supposed to be Charisma 15 check for the person trying to be charmed. But I said it makes more sense for the check to be Euryalus making the check based on his charisma. So we're going to have him do a charisma check at easy, which is about the same as an opponent doing hard, right? In other words, there's a pretty fair chance he's going to get it. At least I would hope. He's got a +1. I need a 9. 16. So, he charms this is actually kind of wild. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen next. He charms it's the High Priest is a spider thing. We don't necessarily know that, but we might, because it might be a spider with like priest vestments and stuff, right? Like dressed like a priest, but having turned into a spider and become mad, essentially. I'm going to charm it. It becomes friendly for, it says 1d10 rounds, but I also believe I said I was calling that a day. Did I call it a day? Anyway, he's charmed for long enough that I can say, call off your spiders. You will not attack us. We mean you no harm. If we don't have to go that route, which we definitely don't want to. What do I do here, though? So, I'm going to have a conversation with him. I've got that spear that allows me to talk to him, too, but that's only if I killed him. I could ask it questions. So, I don't know how that really comes into play. I'm thinking this through out loud. I think we'll ask him... I think we'll try to ask him, like, what we can do to help him be free from his madness or whatever. What does he want from us? What is he doing here? I don't know. How do I even do that? The other thing I do know is the High Priest has a satchel slung over his back. Inside it is a black covered book. So I want to see what that book is. So I guess I'll ask, what do you have there? Yeah, let's do that. What do you have there? And he shows it. It is an 80-page book containing the ravings of a seer who succumbed to the lure of the outer dark. Okay, I'm not going to read the rest of it yet. I am going to tell him if he gives us that book, we will leave in peace. His spiders are not to harm us, and they may continue to live here in the Temple of the Weaver. And we will spread word in town not to bother you guys here, and that it's a dangerous place and there's no treasure. There's no reason to come here. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think Euryalus. Do I have anything cool I can do here? No, not really. I was trying to think if I had a cool chant or whatever. I'm just wondering. The only thing I'm wondering is I kind of want to do a Shadowdark check to see if he has, like, what does he want? Does he ask anything of us? Now, he's friendly and I've charmed him. So, thank God, because there's no way we could have won this even if it was probably just two spiders. Maybe just him alone because he's got 3 attacks with this Abyssal Warhammer. Let's do a prompt and see if that gives me any clue, maybe what he wants. I think there's a slight chance he wants something from us. What am I missing? The red one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, blue first. 2663. Okay. Wow. Okay, I'm actually going to go in reverse there. 63, reverse. 26, unknown. Reverse the unknown. So he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand how he became this spider thing. And he wants it reversed. And I think what I'm going to tell him is I don't know how to reverse it. I could try a shamanic purge, but I think that would only work. I'll try it. I'll try a shamanic purge. I think that would only have a chance to work on a nat 20 to like purge him of the whatever torturous twisted thing he's got. And even then, I feel like it's a stretch. But I'll try a shamanic purge. Oh, 19. Wow. Okay. So, I feel like that would help at least do something. Get us closer there. So, let's see about... Does he... The only other thing I can think of is I've got the spear of Zatax, and I could offer to kill him with it, shoving it through his heart and ending his torture. Will he take me up on that? I'm not threatening to do it. I'm saying I would do it if he wants me to. Does he want me to do that? I'm just going to go 50-50, yes or no. I feel like he would, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. No. He said no. Okay. Then there's nothing else I can do for you except leave you in peace. Or unpeace. So, I feel like the best thing for the story would have been to kill him. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it like that. And if he I do want his book. I tell him to give us the book, and we will leave him in peace and tell others not to bother them here. And you're stuck like this, buddy, unless you want me to take you out. I don't know. Should I just say I do it? Just for story's sake, it makes more sense. Like, is he tormented? And does he just want. Because right now he's charmed, so he might be able to think and speak more clearly than if he were not charmed, I guess is what I'm saying. So, no big fight happening here. Thank goodness, I think. I'm curious, actually. I might ask Will. Oh, no, Will didn't write this one. I was going to say ask him if he has any thoughts on what was expected here or whatever. But, all right. Well, I think we're going to escape this spider den of whatever and just leave them be. Are you sure you don't want me to kill you, buddy? I'm going to give him one more chance, and that'll be like rolling advantage. I'm going to give him one more chance. I feel like he wants to die. 18. All right, bend over. I mean, no, not that. Unsummon all these spiders so that nothing weird happens. And we'll do it. Spear him through the heart with the Spear of Zatax. Uh, and I think, like I said, I got a 19 on the chant, which definitely is a success, but not. I don't know that it would just turn him back into this normal human. I think what happens is I spear him through the heart, and his spider body like morphs back into a human body, and he lays there bleeding out and looks up and says, "Thank you," and then goes. And we will end the session there. Thanks for watching. I'm Brad Oo.